This is what we having the show at today, guys. Outside. Outside. We're getting outside. Okay? We're gonna be outside. We're gonna do the show outside. Okay? Why? Why are we gonna do the show outside? Because I feel like a lot of things that are going on right now in the world, it it begs for me to walk outside of my door. It begs for me to get outside of those four walls. It prompts me to get in touch with nature so I can continue to breathe what God has put on earth. This oxygen, this air, this beautiful weather. We have to enjoy it. Now, last summer, I spent most of my time learning how to do what I'm doing right now. Learning how to go live and learning how to uh, make videos and make them faster and build an audience and all of that stuff like that on YouTube. But I didn't spend too much time to myself as far as outside and breathing. I spent a lot of time making videos, perfecting my craft, but I didn't spend a lot of time making videos for my soul outside in the air where God has obviously purely blessed us to be outside. No, of course, every show is not going to be outside, ladies and gentlemen. We all know that. We know that every show is not going to be outside because I like inside shows, and there's always um, things to worry about outside. You know what I mean? You gotta watch. I don't see any planes right now, but if I do see any planes, I'm just going this way, unless there are planes. Now, I want to show you guys something that's really important to some people on my show. I mean, to some people on my yeah, on my channel. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. 1 second. So we're gonna go back here. There we go. Now, there we go. That's for you guys. You could just listen to my voice as we watch the water on the Jay Bravado show. This is, like I said, a live show, and I'm doing it outside because of the simple fact that we need to breathe air. We need to step outside and forget about the woes that are currently affecting our everyday uh, walk, our everyday existence, our everyday, just our everyday in general. Now, just take this in. Go ahead and take that in for a second, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to experience this with me as I experience this, because it's important to relax and enjoy the nature. Once again, I'm probably going to reiterate that a couple of times because of the importance and the level of importance that mental health and your mind and relaxation and peace is. Tranquility is important. But back to back to the plan. Back to what I was saying. The plan is for me to show you guys this right here. I can't really get up close to it, but over yonder. Yeah, so far you might not be able to see it, but over yonder, out in the deep of the sea, there are boats and craft. It's a shipyard, I think, of some sort. No military boats. I don't see. Oh, nope, they're the helicopters. Hold on. Wait a minute. You guys can't even see the helicopter. Sorry, the helicopter. See the helicopter's right there, but for some reason the camera's not picking it up. That's probably a military helicopter. Probably a military helicopter. But you guys can't see it. I can't believe they won't zoom in because I can't. Oh well, that's the military aircraft. I think. I'm pretty sure. I'm 99.9% sure that's a military uh, airplane, aircraft. I'm sorry, helicopter. I was trying to expand it so you guys can see it more, but it won't let me do it. Wow. I probably should have did that. That's better. Yep, I decided to go live outside today because it's better for our mental health to take a breath of fresh air, to come outside, to step outside and cherish the beautiful world that God has created for us. Okay. Now, also on this show, I won't be playing any. We will discuss things of politics, maybe, but I will not be playing anything politics. Okay, and that's just for the nature of the show. We have to take a breath of fresh air, breathe in. There goes my hand. A breath of fresh air, breathe in, and understand that it's more to life than the worries and the woes. Okay, I don't even know how many people are watching. Maybe that's on purpose. Maybe that's on purpose. Maybe even my phone is like I need to relax and not even worry about how many people are watching and enjoy the water. Now, really quickly, Nancy Pelosi, she's really quickly, Nancy Pelosi. There's nothing to say about Nancy Pelosi. More so to say about what's going on overseas right now. That worries me to the utmost because I have friends that are in the military, some friends that are in the Navy. Uh, what bothers me about the liberals, the ones on the left, what bothers me about them is they're hypocritical because this happened with Obama before. He spoke, it was about Libya. I'm going to play the video later. I just didn't feel like editing it today because I wanted to be outside. But he spoke about Libya. And I mean, that's the gist of things when it comes down to left and right and people being non-bilateral. So when it comes down to and the veterans, a lot of people speak on it and they have no military connection. They've never even shaken the hand of a veteran. That's the part that I don't like to speak on. The the veteran part and the people that passed away fighting. Okay. We have to also realize that this subject is a subject that takes a lot of. Y'all see that? Hold on. I don't know if they should. I don't know if they can. You can see it. I don't know. It's the sunlight or what. I don't know. But back to the point. The point is that the military knows what they're getting themselves into. I listened to DeVore speak the other day. He was really upset, and he spoke about how we should keep the veterans' names out of our mouths. I agree. Now, when you're content creating, there are things that you're going to say. There are things that you're going to cover that you probably should cover for your audience, and that's why some people may have done that. Now, also, some people speak without knowing, and that's always a bad thing. It's always horrible to. It's always a bad thing to speak without knowing what you're talking about and without being precise and educated on the topic. I try to stray away from doing that. Okay. Yep. There are kids out here, but we want to keep our citizens safe as much as possible. However, when you're in the military, you know what you signed up for, and when you go over there, look at the birds. When you go over there, when you go over there, it's a sure thing that you may be shot. A bomb may go off or two, especially when you're occupying a terrorist regime and you're trying to change the regime. That's going to happen. It's going to happen. They're fighting, you're fighting, and both parties want to win. I said I wasn't going to talk about politics. Here I am. Okay, we're going to get off of that. Look at the bird. But I'm just saying, a lot of hypocritical comments are made on the left. A lot of hypocritical comments are made in general when people are talking about things they don't know about. They're with a bird. So if the plane would fly like right above my head, then you guys would be able to see it. I'm trying to catch a bird. Okay, they don't want to. These birds are not. There they go. There they are. I didn't think I was going to catch the birds, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so yeah, I'm going to be quiet for a little bit and let you guys enjoy this. Enjoy. Let me get myself. I'm going to get out of the picture. This is. This is for you and your enjoyment on a day where a world that's in a rupture, that's in chaos. You can just kick back, relax on the Jay Ravato show. We don't just talk all about debates, but we relax after the debate. This is a debate and commentary channel, but we will relax. Take a breath of fresh air and enjoy the outside on the Jay Ravato show. I was trying to think of ways to do a show outside. I'm like, man, I have to do a show. I have to get out of the house and enjoy the weather and see people and things. I can't be cramped up inside of the house doing a show on the computer all day. How can I do this? And here I am. After all the trial and error, I'm here with you outside, taking our minds off of the world on the Jay Ravato show. You know how many times I got into arguments with people that I worked with, and I didn't ask for those arguments. Like they would see my Trump sticker and they would just lash out towards me, and I probably even got fired. I probably even got fired from a certain job that I will not speak on for being a GOP supporter. It's not even really about Trump or MAGA. It's really just the fact that I support principles, morals, traditional rights and values in church and non sex change for children and divine. Those things that I'm not for, I don't support. But anyway, these are facts. Now I'm going to end this show, not right now, but soon, so they can count this video. We'll get back to this beautiful scene after a 10-minute break. You guys let me know what you think about this week in politics. Let me know what you think about Scott Jennings, what he's stating on the war or the quote-unquote war in Iran. Well, we haven't really stated that it's a war yet. What do you even think about that? About the not there's the non-informational politics in this situation, because we don't have a lot of information on when it's going to end. But as a Republican conservative, or just a conservative, however you guys understand that, as a conservative, I feel like even though it's a decision that the Republicans made, and we have a Republican backing that made the decision, even though Pete Hegseth is involved, I don't really Like the fact that we don't have any founded solid answers. I don't like that. And that's just me being human. You know, when you don't know something, it kind of scares you. You know? You know what I'm saying? Let's go back. Thank you for joining me on this non-chaotic show, this very peaceful and tranquil version of the Jay Ravato show. No debates too much, just relaxing after all of debating and all of the chaos and all of the wild things that are going on in America. I'll be back on here to inform you later. And until next time, love your neighbors, love yourself, and as always, I love you. This has been the Jay Bravado Show.